All right, guys, Mike here with another Watchman TOL. Guys, Heliofant just posted this video 7 hours ago. It's 39 seconds long, and I've done some kind of cursory searching on this to try to decode this one and figure out what they're trying to communicate by showing us this. As you recall, I think it was last year, they uploaded a video with a really kind of weird like walk in Montreal, and then ending up kind of on a poster with a lightning bolt splitting a brain apart, kind of a cartoon shot on a poster. It kind of reminded me of artwork, the kind of artwork that these guys would do themselves, Heliofant Studios. So they're in Montreal, Canada. This here in this video is a poster that they're showing for a party that already happened in the past. This party happened on Friday, April 19th. Okay, but they posted the video 7 hours ago on April 21st. So I want to kind of walk through this, guys. The file name for this video, or the name for the video, is MVI 1345. Now, I did some searching on this, and MVI 1345 just seems like a random file name. I'm not sure if there's any significance in the name. So it's like if you have like an Android phone or whatever, I don't know if you save a video, does it save it in like an MVI format? So the file name is like MVI, and then it starts numbering the files. So like 0001, and then, all the way up to 1344, 1345. So is this just the file name of the video that was like saved to a computer or to Google Drive or, whatever? I don't know. You guys can comment on that if you want. I have an iPhone, and iPhones do not name anything MVI. They're usually IMG files, or, MOV or whatever. So I'm going to play this, and we're going to get into a little bit of decoding here on what I think is going on.
Yeah, I cannot hear.
Okay, so that's the video. Pretty short, pretty quick. So this guy they're zooming in on here, this guy is Jax Taylor, okay? Jax Taylor he's a shady dude. He is a bartender, restaurant owner, and reality TV show actor guy. And so this event here, it's a dinner with the boys at a place. It's at 10 p.m., meet and greet with the boys. And these guys all play in a show called Vanderpump Rules, okay? All three of these guys. And it's at a venue called Pangia Restaurant and Bar in Montreal. Okay, now, and then the two restaurants that are hosting the food, it says here, pop-up dinner featuring menus from Jax's Studio City and Schwartz and Sandy's. These are both LA-based restaurants, and I believe they are both potentially owned by, well, Jax Taylor. Jax's Studio City restaurant kind of reminds me of, the Pizzagate pizza place in Washington, D.C., kind of creepy and kind of weird. But Pangaea, of course, we know as when all the continents of the world were joined as one and were split apart later and drifted apart. And so I believe that there's a bunch of messaging here. One is that we have to look at Jax Taylor because I think there's a lot associated with him, but also the venue, Pangaea, is speaking kind of towards like a unified world, right? Like a one world government coming in the future, okay? And Jax Taylor, let's take a quick look at him, okay? So Jax Taylor was in this reality TV show, and it's so horrible. I'm going to show you a quick clip from the show with Jax Taylor talking about demons coming back. And the season 1 was last fall, and it started in mid-October. I think October 12th was when season 1 started. So they have a season 2 coming up, and it's coming up this fall. And they're using the bomb imagery here. And I'll just tell you what I think that is. I think they're trying to communicate through Jax Taylor because he was a part of this show in season 1. And it's very demonic. It's a very crass, extremely, just, it's so bad. I don't even want to show a bunch, but it's so bad. I can't believe it's even on TV. And it's demonic. And so I think that this is a picture of the world in darkness, okay? And it's a bomb. This is a bomb. And so, and it's like a time bomb because it's got a fuse on it. These kind of bombs, you could get different kind of fuses that burn different lengths of time, and you would know exactly how long. You want a 5-minute fuse, you can set a 5-minute fuse. You want an hour fuse, you can set an hour fuse on it, right? So think of it as a time bomb. So is this when war in earnest, when the world is just going to explode in war, nuclear war? And is this also when the demons, the fallen angels, Satan and, Lucifer and the fallen angels are going to be here on planet Earth? Here is a movie poster for season 1. There is Jax Taylor right there. Okay, we've got the snake right there. So very demonic kind of imagery here. We've got the money in this poster, and we see Ben Franklin has got the devil ears and the devil mustache and goatee and stuff there. Okay, so, and it's like red ink. It's like blood money, There we go, some more money there with some red splotches on it. And another one there. So it's kind of like blood money is how they're advertising it. And of course, we have the time bomb right there. And we've got money and death associated with that time bomb. All right. Okay, so now let's look at this quick clip from the show with Jax Taylor talking about the demons. Here we go. Let's play this.
I'm a fun villain.
Yes, you are fun.
We gotta own it.
As they're pushed to their breaking points.
If I see you out in Hollywood, I will gladly go back to jail for you.
I feel like my demons are just coming back.
They must stave off elimination.
You going down before I...
Okay, so you see what he said there about the demons. I feel like my demons are coming back. Yeah, they actually might be. Here's some of the restaurant info. So there's Schwartz and Sandy's Lounge in Los Angeles. And then you can see where that is, right near the Griffith Observatory, right there. Okay. All right. And so, they announced season 2 of this show on March 27th, 2024, and they're not saying exactly when that is going to launch. They're saying sometime in the fall of 2024, okay? So is this is this show going to coincide with, are they trying to communicate to us that the fall is when a lot of this crazy stuff is going to happen? Now, I Pick Goat 2 has been extraordinarily, astonishingly accurate in predicting events. And again, this is the film, the animated film about all the end times events. It's basically Revelation wrapped up into, from Satan's perspective, from his side of the story, telling the story in predictive programming in a 7-8 minute, digital animated CGI film that Heliofant had taken down for quite a while. And then they put it back up a couple months ago, which was surprising when that went back up. And so it's been astonishingly accurate for predicting all the stuff that we've experienced. COVID, the October 7th attacks in Israel. And I want to show you a 1-minute clip from iPick 2 and talk a little bit about what's coming next, I believe. And we're getting into Ezekiel 38, 39 territory, I believe, with what they're communicating here with this stuff that's going to happen in the fall. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, so right here we see the COVID prediction. So of course, how do we know? We know because you had to get the main shot and then you had to get the booster shot. So 2 shots. So there we see the 2 needles. And then of course, all the kids, they're all messed up psychologically. I know from having kids and talking to the therapists and seeing other kids and what's happened to them, especially here in California with the lockdowns as serious as they were. And so it has caused a lot of kids to have therapists now. When I was a kid growing up, we didn't have a therapist. It wasn't common for you and your friends to all have therapists in 5th grade or 4th grade or 6th grade. You know, that's a common thing now, at least here. I don't know about you guys. So that's what the pills are all about. It's all about treating depression and all these things, you know, put in the post-COVID world. So that was very, very accurately predicted here in IPEC 02. Let's keep going. Okay, so war, markets plunge. Okay, we're in that territory now. This shot right here is from the October 7th attacks. I was wondering for years when this was going to happen, where this was going to be. Was this going to be Damascus, a mosque in Damascus? Where, you know, I knew we were going to see something, you know, this mosque getting destroyed on TV. And I was shocked on the day that it happened. It was actually just before October 14th, so 1 week after the October 7th attacks in 2023 on Israel by Hamas. And I want to just share with you that clip, and then we're going to come back to this. So let's go to that clip now.
Free terrorist training ground in Tehran. As I previously stated, Iran has committed a tremendous error that it will soon recognize. Tensions between Israel and Palestine are at an all-time high, and we've reached the end of another video. The battle on Ukrainian land is likely to last for a long time in order to maintain regional stability and prevent more people from being affected. We hope that Ukraine...
There it is, right there. That is exactly what we see, this frame. This is exactly what we see in the IPEC 02 animation. And you can see the tower on the right, and you can see the dome caved in almost the same fashion right there on the mosque. All right, so I took that clip and narrated that on October 14th when I saw that on the news, and it was hours after Israel had bombed with jets, had bombed you know, things in different facilities, terrorist facilities and stuff in Gaza. Okay, so that's where that mosque was. So again, going back to IPEC 02. Okay, so right there, extremely, astonishingly accurate prediction. Okay, so we know this film is legit. It's been proving events, many events. Okay, have been proven with this thing. So I want to keep going here, and let's keep playing this and see what happens next. Okay, so right after that minaret and mosque, you know, that we saw in that shot there with the mosque being destroyed, we see this lady here with her son. We know that, you know, children, of course, you know, probably some of the Palestinian children and stuff have been killed. And Muslim, you know, women are very sad, and, you know, it's hurting and everything. You know, it's a big deal. Okay, but then we see here in the background, we see a nuclear explosion going off. Okay, so I believe, and ever since I've seen this frame in the video for years now, I've been predicting that this is going to be, or this is predicting Damascus being destroyed. Okay, so is that next? Okay, that's my question. Is that next? Okay, then right after this, we're going to see something else. Let's take a look. Okay, we need to back that up. This is, now we're getting into Ezekiel 38, 39 territory, and this is the fall. This is specifically, this is October. And I'm going to get into why I think that. Let's take a look. All right, so we have this child here. This child looks African. We have to remember that in the Ezekiel 38 and 39 conflict, we have a lot of countries involved, especially northern African countries, Sudan, Libya, etc. So this child is representing Africa and Kush. We also see on this guy's arm here, we see this tattoo with the skull and bones. So we're talking about death here. And death, so this guy Death is undoing this pink bow here. What looks to be either on the rifle or on the child's arm. It's kind of hard to say. But that is a pink bow. And guess what October is? It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And guess what you see everywhere in October? Pink bows. Pink bows are everywhere. That's how you advertise and generate awareness on Breast Cancer Awareness Month, is through the pink bow. So we're going to see this pink bow untie here. I'm going to zoom in and we'll play this so you can see this. And that signals the end of, either the beginning of, like the start of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, or the end of the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I kind of lean more towards the end of October. Because it's like once the bow is untied, you tie it at the beginning, and then after the month is over, you untie it, right? So that's kind of what the symbolism, I believe, is. Let's take a look. So I believe that is what's next coming up that I pick out to is predicting. We have Isaiah 17:1 with the destruction of Damascus going nuclear. And I believe after that, we're going to see the Ezekiel 38-39 war. And that's when all hell kind of breaks loose, right? With bombs and the world just nuclear and just all kinds of drama in the fall. And I think that this new, this new kind of release here from I Pick Out 2 showing us Jax Taylor, who's just a very sketchy, demonic kind of guy, and tied to this show, House of Villains, which is demonic. Clearly, they're not making any bones about it, and that it's starting in the fall. So I think that is the connection, and I think that's what we have to keep watch on now. Hopefully, we're not here for that, but if the world's here for all this, it's probably going to be a bad time. Anyway, leave your thoughts in the comments, observations, anything that you guys are observing and thinking about it. And stay close to the Lord. It's Passover week, and we need to be just very mindful of Christ's sacrifice for us, and spreading the good news to anybody that's willing to listen. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely feeling more bold about sharing my faith and trying to ask people if they want to study the Bible and get to know Jesus. So keep watch, keep looking up, keep tight to Christ, and Maranatha. We'll see you on the next one, guys.